Hello and welcome everyone to this week's VAU Mic Check. Today we have with us Kim Handysides. Kim Handysides loves VO almost as much as she loves her dog, Kiwi the dedicated dachshund. With roots in theater and film, decades in voiceover, and several stints in journalism, Kim has voiced over 10,000 commercials, e-learning, and narration projects. Since the world went virtual, most days she can be found in her padded 4x6, mainlining the message between sender and receiver. So once again, Kim Handysides, take it away.
Thanks, Michael. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. This is really fun for me. Yeah, I've been doing voiceover longer than millennials have been walking the earth, I believe. And I just love it. I do probably about it varies on the year, but 30 to 40% of what I do is pretty much evenly split between e-learning and commercials. And then I do a ton of other stuff too, including I've got a really cool series right now on Netflix, which is Occult Crimes. Ooh. And I've got another one in pre-production right now, Markets of the World. So that's a lot of fun. But I wanted to work with you guys tonight on explainers, as I believe in talking with Michael beforehand, there was a lot of interest in that, and there should be a lot of interest in that because it's huge. It's I mean, like, whereas 10 years ago everybody needed and so there we have explainers, and the video production companies are popping up all over the place with wonderful tools like Go Animate and Nomal and things like that. People are able to make their own stuff. So it requires a certain approach in narration, and it's really very much a kind of, most of the time, explainers are very kind of like an off-the-cuff kind of like, hey, how you doing? Introduction of problem, like meet Jane. No problem. And then, oh, you know what? Jane would be better off if this could happen, and then solution with the product or what have you. That's one kind of explainer. The other kind of explainer is, this is who we are, this is what we do. So one's kind of like, I've seen like the majority are either that kind of off the cuff, kind of like, you know, this is who we are, and what can we do for you? And the other is that kind of like problem solution, here we go. So who would like to go first? Volunteers? Shall I pick someone?
Pick someone.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Sherry.
Okay.
Okay, Sherry, did you have a chance to look at the explainer scripts?
I just scrolled briefly. I don't know if you have a preference. If you don't, I'd like to give the event planning a shot.
That sounds great. Okay. That was actually one that I did. So. Okay, this is great. Whenever you're ready then. First of all, wait a second, before you go, do you have any questions for me?
I don't see any direction here. So are you looking for it to be just very casual, very laid back? I mean, I see the specific directions where you start to, like the acting portion where you get a little more panicked and then you calm down again.
Yeah. I think that that's really interesting. Very often with explainers, I think that they don't, a lot of the specs that come my way anyway, there aren't any adjectives. There aren't any, this is what we've got. The vision has to come from you. And so okay. in that regard, then the script is your guide. Right? You take a look and you say, okay, what is this about? And this is one of those, the kind that I described as the problem. Oh my gosh, it's the problem. Oh, no. We've got a solution. So in this regard, in that kind of those two prongs, this would be that kind of off the cuff, kind of like a little bit quirky, maybe a little bit smart alecky, kind of like, here we go. That would be my overall impression. But if you're taking a look at what the script is, what's it about?
Mm-hmm.
What is it about?
It's about Well, the company that is hiring me or had hired you is a professional event planning company, and they are there to help somebody who's put in charge of planning an event and they don't know what to do.
Exactly. So basically what this is about is taking, it's helping. It's helping. It's taking the weight off somebody else's shoulders. So with that in mind, that's the kind of through line of the read. You've got the solution. So you can set it up now and have fun with it. And then, but keep in mind, you've got the solution.
Okay.
Okay.
So your company is putting on an event and they've put you in charge. No sweat, right? But what type of venue do you need? What about entertainment? And food? How many vegans? Vegetarians? Pescatarians? And then there's things like quotes and contracts. And what about everything else you have to do? You need professional help. No, not that kind. You need us. We're a free resource that helps you plan like a pro.
Good baseline. I like that. That was really good. I would say have more fun with it. Really
Okay.
get into the kind of kookiness of it. Shrug your shoulders. Get a little bit
Okay.
physical with it, and just like you can just see this poor little person, that's animated person. They're going to have just be pulling your hair out, and oh my gosh, what's happening? So that's the kind of direction I'd go with it. Go more. Go bigger.
Okay.
Let's take two.
So your company is putting on an event and they've put you in charge. No sweat, right? But what type of venue do you need? And what about entertainment? And food? How many vegans? Vegetarians? Pescatarians? And then there's things like quotes and contracts. And what about everything else you have to do? You need professional help. No, not that kind. You need us. We're a free resource that helps you plan like a pro.
Good. How did that feel?
Much more fun.
Good. Okay. It is more fun. Okay. Now we'll go to the technical. Keep the fun, keep the lightness. That's really good. Technically, I would say you've got the after the third line there, kind of third chunk there, it says, and what about everything else you have to do? And it says, now take a breath and back to normal. So that's kind of like, kind of a
So
big pause there. Yeah.
So I can actually be very loud with the breath.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. One of the things I think is really missing from a lot of voiceover, this is note for everyone, you have permission to do nonverbal stuff. There's,
Okay.
we do that in acting and
Sure.
So go ahead and do that with these scripts too. Put in thoughts, put in, really? Put in stuff like that if it doesn't, you can always edit it out later, but it also makes your read just sound more fun, more real. Okay, so technical note on that. And then also same thing when the sentence can start normal, but then pick up as you go and get more panicked. I would start thinking panic and food, and then just go full tilt panic. Okay. And
Okay.
then and keep in mind that there's a difference between all of the things for the event planning and then and everything else you have to do. That's something else. So there's you have to make the differentiation between what is there in the event planning and then what else is on your normal stuff, right? So it's a different idea. Okay.
Okay. Again, you're saying I start panicking with and food, or and food is the last time.
I would say that's you can start the speed picks up because you've got this and this and oh my God,
Okay.
that, just really not ham it up, but you can get
Sure.
into it. And then on top of that, there's your life too. Right.
Or your job.
Yeah, that's it. All the other things you have to do for your job. Exactly. But right. Okay. Okay. So let's do another take.
Okay. So your company's putting on an event and they've put you in charge. No sweat, right? But what type of venue do you need? Oh yeah, what about entertainment? And food? How many vegans? Vegetarians? Pescatarians? And then there's things like quotes and contracts. And what about everything else you have to do? You need professional help. No, not that kind. You need us. We're a free resource that helps you plan like a pro.
Good. One little tiny, let's go back to the center part here from the no sweat. There's a rhythm there that is just a little bit missing. So it's like this rhythm should kind of go this, then. So just take that middle part and to the breath and try that one part again. Okay, go for it.
But what type of venue do you need? What about entertainment and food? How many vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians? And then there's things like quotes. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought I heard you making comment. No. Okay. No. I'm sorry. Let me take it from
okay. Do the same thing again, and just and that's good. Just remember, even just use your fingers or use something to just help you just go through it even quicker. It's like almost you can see the list building in your head. Okay. All right. Go for it.
But what type of venue do you need? What about entertainment and food? How many vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians? And then there's things like quotes and contracts. And what about everything else you have to do?
That's great. That was good. How did that feel?
Super fun.
Okay, good. I liked it. Any comments from anyone else? I would say with that kind of like middle part in there, tidied up there, and you got the rhythm. You certainly got the top and the tail. That was really good work. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Kim.
My pleasure. Who should we work with next? Song, you just clapped, so let's work with you.
All right.
Okay. Did you take a look at the scripts beforehand?
I skimmed through them, and I want to do networking app.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it.
All right.
Go for it. Take one.
Have you ever met someone who liked networking? Neither have we. The fact is, networking is annoying, but it's essential to growing your business. Whether it's finding new customers, building relationships with vendors, or just keeping track of the hundreds of people you meet each year, it's how business gets done. So it can't be ignored. That's where Shuri comes in. Shuri is a new app that steps in to make networking work.
Good. Nice baseline, nice voice, and nice rhythm. That was very good. Let's take a look at the important words in the script. Okay?
Okay.
So it's an app for what?
Networking.
Yes, exactly. And what their whole message is, it sucks. And I don't know what you guys, if you're marketing for clients, that's right. It does. It sucks. It's like, okay. So there's a kind of like the Meet Jane line in this one has to do with liking network and not liking network, liking networking and not liking networking. So you can really play up that. I think the weighted word in that first line is liked, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, and then, it's a conversation. You're having a conversation. That's another thing that's really interesting. I find that a lot of voice actors forget. When you're we think of our work as a monologue. Don't think of it as a monologue. It's a dialogue. There's somebody on the other end who's reacting, listening, hopefully participating, if not with you directly, because it's a recorded message, in their minds, they are participating in the conversation. So think about it that way. So if you've posed a question, imagine that someone on the other end is going, and then your response to that will be natural. Then you go into the fact, but what's the important word in that one?
Essential.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. And then you've got your laundry list of this, and this. So that's you had good flow with that. And then your turning point sentence is it can't be ignored, right? And then here's your solution. So I liked your matter-of-fact approach to this. This is really good. You can also have a little bit of fun with it too. So let's hear that on keeping those emphasis of weight, where to put the weight in the words. Have fun with this second take.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you ever met someone who liked networking? Neither have we. The fact is, networking is annoying, but it's essential to growing your business, whether it's finding new customers, building relationships with vendors, or just keeping track of the hundreds of people you meet each year. It's how business gets done. So it can't be ignored. That's where Shuri comes in. Shuri is the new app that steps in to make networking work.
How did that feel?
I mean, I felt a little more emotional, as in, like, allow myself to, like, feel emotion, as in, it's annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah, good. But did you feel like you had the solution?
Not quite. I think that could be a little
Ah,
more
okay,
emphasized.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing, right? Talking on behalf of other companies, but
Yeah.
you are the solution. And that's where it's a really good idea to have that kind of actor substitution kind of thing come in. So, maybe Song, don't have you're not really a purveyor of networking apps, but you do have a solution for other things in your life, right? I mean, you're the go-to guy for fill in the blank, whatever you're the go-to guy for. I mean, I make a really good Thai soup. Okay. So I can talk very, very confidently about that. So it's the same kind of idea. Make a substitution for something else in your life, not necessarily Thai soup, but something that you can say very confidently. What was that line over there? It was so it can't be ignored. Subtext is, so I've got the solution for you.
Okay.
Here it is. So there's when we say substitutions, it can mean a few things. It can mean like an idea, like the Thai soup idea, or it can also mean words that you would say, that you would use, and think those words, but say their words. You know what I mean? Is that
Yeah.
clear? Yeah. Okay. So if I were going to say, instead of saying, so it can't be ignored, if I'm thinking, I've got the solution. So,
Yeah.
it's like, then you'd say those words, so it can't be ignored, but you think, I've got the solution. Okay.
Okay.
Am I clear, or am I talking in a different language?
No, I think I know what you're getting at. Like, you're saying this, but your tone has to be this.
Exactly. It's the message that you're communicating, because that is the message that they're communicating. They're leading into their solution. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd like it for this next one. Keep everything that you just did. Keep
Mm-hmm.
all of the good stuff that you had. Make it lighter. Make it kind of like, it's like, yeah, shrug your shoulders a little bit, just get easy with it, breathe a little bit, and tell a fun story, because you've got the fun solution at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's hear take 3.
All right. Have you ever met someone who liked networking? Neither have we. The fact is, networking is annoying, but it's essential to growing your business, whether it's finding new customers, building relationships with vendors, or just keeping track of the hundreds of people you meet each year. It's how business gets done. So it can't be ignored. That's where Shuri comes in. Shuri is a new app that steps in to make networking work. Steps in?
Yeah, no, that's fine, but I liked your delivery on that. What do you guys think? Do you hear it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I was going to bring up, Philip, is remember last week with the script that we had that had the turnaround in it?
Yeah.
It's the same idea here. This is the exact same thing. You have the setup making everything else previous to the solution seem really negative, but you've got the solution at that turnaround. So it can't be ignored. That's where Shuri comes in.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing we worked on last week.
Yeah.
It's interesting, because that's the delicious part. I find that's the delicious part of any script, that turning point. It's like finding it's where we find the meaning and the usefulness in any kind of interaction and communication that we have. whether it's a story, a play, a movie, or whatever. It's that turning point. I mean, in a movie, it's like guy comes in, here's his life, something upsets his life completely. End of the movie, guy's life has changed like this. The turning point in the movie is why we're there, right? Same thing in this little tiny mini movie of an explainer video. The turning point is why we're there. Okay.
Mhm.
Anything else?
I think that's probably it, right?
Okay, good. I'm mindful of the time. Who else would like to go? Thank you, Philip.
I'll go. I'll go.
Okay. Is that Dan?
That's Dan.
All right, Dan, what would you like to do?
Well, I was going to do the same one he did, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do social media.
Okay, perfect. Good. Okay. Okay, good. Do you want to just go? Do you want to discuss it ahead of time, or you want to just jump in?
I like to go for it first just to give it a shot.
Yay. I'm all ears.
We get it. Your to-do list is endless. You have to get news online, to print, on air, and still make time to post on all those social accounts. You're in a great spot. You already have great content. What you need is that quick and easy way to manage it on social media. That's where we come in. The S&D dashboard makes it fast and simple to engage users, share content, and enforce best practices in your newsroom. Put everyone on the same page. Social News Report compiles all your social analytics and tells you what you need to know at a glance. Social News Report compiles all your social analytics and tells you what you need to know at a glance, right in your email box. Want to make money with social media? We know how. Manage all your contests and promotions with SND.
Okay, good. How did that feel?
Like I cold read it.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. So I liked your style and approach. It's very lighthearted and friendly and nice. Got a warmth in your voice that actually does well with explainer videos. And the thing that I found was that you had in some of the lines your rhythm was right, and some of the lines your rhythm was like a little choppy and didn't kind of. Well, maybe that was the cold reading part. Excuse me, just a second. What I do is like, okay, let's connect with the words in this. What this is it's a dashboard solution for social media, kind of something like Hootsuite or something like that. Are you familiar with
Not
that?
really. I'm not much familiar with most social media stuff, but this one looked fun.
Okay. All right. It's basically something that you've got a whole bunch of different social media things, and you can, like, rather than having to go all over the place, you can put them all on one place, and so manage them all from one thing. That's basically what this is. And this particularly, as we're going through it, it's about news people, right? You have to get news online, to print, on air. So this is a social media manager for news networks. That's kind of cool. And the S&D S&D dashboard is what the tool is. And I think that this is probably targeted toward freelance writers and whatnot. So I liked what you had when you went back and forth when you had your "we get it" line. That was really good. Keep the rhythm up through the rest of that idea, and then you're in a great spot. You already have all that. You already have great content. I don't know if you connected with that they are the news guys. These are the news guys. They have all of that information, right? And so then the solution is right in that same second line. Let me just hear those first two paragraphs again, and with that in mind.
Okay. We get it. Your to-do list is endless. You have to...
Lighten it up. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, just keep it light and friendly. You're friendly.
We get it. Your to-do list is endless. You have to get news online, to print, on air, and still make time to post to all those social accounts. You're in a great spot. You already have great content. What you need is that quick and easy way to manage it on social media. That's where we come in.
Good. Better. Okay, let's go even more into that. This is your solution. We've got the solution. right? It's like it's like anything. It's like, gee, I'm hungry. What can I have? I could have pizza. I should have food. That's my solution. Whatever it is. So it's the same thing with that.
So the solution right there is that's where we come in, or
the
we
solution
have.
is what you need is this,
Okay.
and that's where we come in. It's that's those two kind of things. You need this, and we can fill that we can fill that need.
We have an answer, and we got the answer.
Yeah,
We
here's
are
the answer, and we can do it. Exactly.
Okay.
It's like that kind of a thing. And you know, the thing about that, we get it. I don't quite buy that you get it. That you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So make me feel that you do get it. And if you don't know, if you don't have familiarity with the newsroom, think of someone else who's really, really busy that you know.
That would
Maybe
be me.
it's you. Okay, there you go. So you get it because you're really busy, right?
Okay.
Okay. When you're ready.
We get it.
And it's lighter. It's like if I was gonna say to
We
you,
get it.
It's
We get it.
sympathetic, right?
We get it.
yes.
We get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We get it. Your to-do list is endless. You have to get news online, to print, on air, and still make time to post all those social accounts. Good grief. And still make time. I gotta start over again. Sorry.
It's okay, but that I really liked your first two lines. It was really nice. As Michael was saying, it's sympathetic. Yeah, it's like I get it.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, there, just like that. Just say it like that.
Oh, we get it. Your to-do list is endless. You have to get news online, to print, on air, and still make time to post all those social accounts. You're in a great spot. You already have great content. What you need is that quick and easy way to manage it on social media. And that's where we come in.
So much better. I liked that. Did you guys feel that too? That was really nice. I like that. For a note for everyone, unless you're already doing it, make sure that you read out loud every day for 20 to 30 minutes. This will improve your cold read. This will improve your long form narration. And this will also improve your facility with words, which are your tools as a voice actor. Also, whenever a little trick I always use, whenever you find yourself stumbling over the same paragraph over and over again, two things to do. Breathe just before. Actually, there's three things to do. You can say that word over and over again 5 times. Glomerular filtration rate, or whatever it is that you've got to say. And then you say that 5 times, and then you breathe into the word and send love into it. Sounds kind of wonky and funny and hippie-like, but it works. Okay, Dan.
Yes, ma'am.
That was great work. I would continue working with you, but I want to get other people to get a chance, okay?
Not a problem.
All right, good stuff. Who else wants to go?
I think I would like to try this really strange script in the middle.
Okay, cool. Which is the strange one?
The fly cake button.
The fly cake button. Yes. Okay, cool.
I picked it because it's a little strange. Question, 5 lines from the end. It says, and when it push it. Is that supposed to say
Oh,
and
that's, I
when
don't
I
think
push
so.
it?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be, and when you push it.
When you push it?
I'll change it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, I'll just... So you think it's you?
Yeah,
You
I
it
think it's
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Whenever you're ready, John.
Introducing the fly cake button. You may be asking yourself, what is it? How does it work? How do I share it? Is it gluten-free? Well, actually, yes, it is gluten-free, but I digress. The fly cake button is the hottest thing in marketing and a key for building a massive business in Surge 365. Here's how it works. The fly cake is simply a USB device that you simply plug into any computer, PC or Mac. And when you push it, magic. Okay, not magic, but a world of incredible savings, amazing destinations, and a $250 credit for your prospects to use on the site.
Okay, good. You have a lovely kind of like a tone with your voice. I like that. In looking at this, there's the fun thing about this is, like in the first script that we did that Sherry had a stab at. There's a kind of a building rhythm with that, you know, the questions. When we see things like that are repeated or that have a rhythmic, like what is it? How does it work? How do I share it? That's a triplet, even though it, like most triplets will have the same combination of words. Like they'll say it's a tree, it's a flower, it's a garden. So the you know, the words it's a, we don't even pay any attention to it. We put the attention on tree, garden, and flower.
Sure.
Those, right. Okay, so it's the same kind of thing with this triplet. What although the words are all different, the thing that is in common with it is it. So that's sort of like the other words are more important, and you can also kind of like throw that away because you're building toward it, but it's a triplet, so you can kind of throw it away. We get that rhythm. We love the rhythm of triplets. Then the joke comes in. Is it gluten free? That can be in a completely kind of different. I mean, it can be in the same rhythm, but or different, however you want to choose to do it. But you really do need to take a moment to pause, and because it's like you're throwing them off, you're throwing yourself off, and then you get back with the "but I digress," and then get back into it. Okay. So it kind of just pick the rhythm up a little bit toward the joke, and then back into that kind of thing. And it's the same thing at the second part too, when it's the magic. Okay, not magic. You know, it's like there's sort of like a, this is what it is. Da, 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 da. It's like same kind of thing with the but I digress.
All right.
We do that in our conversations. So just use that as kind of like a little punch of humor, but then get back into the message of the story. Keep your rhythm up. Keep your rhythm up because you're trying to grab someone's attention. The cool thing with explainers is that they're all like 60 to 90 seconds because they know that our attentions are very, very limited. So make sure you grab people's attention with it.
All right, so don't necessarily slow down.
No, not necessarily. It's a crazy name too. Have fun with fly cake. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, go for it. Take two.
Introducing the fly cake button. You may be asking yourself, what is it? How does it work? How do I share it? Is it gluten-free? Well, actually, yes, it is gluten-free, but I digress. The fly cake button is the hottest thing in marketing and the key for you to build a massive business in Surge 365. Here's how it works. The fly cake is simply a USB device that you simply plug into any computer, PC or Mac. And when you push it, magic. Okay, not magic, but a world of incredible savings, amazing destinations, and a $250 credit for your prospects to use on the site.
I really liked the ending of that. You were really getting into, you got that idea of, you know, okay, not magic. Make sure that you do have a very relaxed kind of approach, which is great. I think that the rhythm in this one has more, is a little bit more frenetic.
Okay.
Than what you're giving. So it's like you got the, like, because words like hottest and key and massive, yeah, they're capitalized. Their choice, not yours, but they are words that drive the script at a quicker clip. And it's going to be the same thing with the after the magic, the world of incredible savings, blah, it's like, we've got this, and we've got this. Oh, aren't you excited? So make sure that you do, I wouldn't say hype, but connect with the excitement of being able to, have all of those things. It's like as if someone said, hey, you know what? I'm not only going to give you this explainer, I'm going to give you an explainer every week for the next year, 5 years. I mean, you'd be really excited about that, right? Right?
So this one's a lot of fun. So.
Okay.
So
let's do.
Let me just ask you.
Sure.
So the fact that these are capitalized, I mean, I thought that was sort of their way of underlining it. Whatever. That's what I do when I mark. But you think they really want to punch these words more so than?
Generally, when you have generally on an audition, if they've punched the words or underlined the words or capitalized the words, give them that because they think that's important. If you then have enough time to give them an alternate that you think would be better, do that. But if they've specifically underlined things, you need to underline things. You need to push it because that's, one of the things is that they have. Keep in mind when you get a script, somebody has spent at least a day, if not a week, on it. You have to deconstruct what it is. What are the important things? What is behind the message? What do they want? You are the conduit mainlining the message to the receiver, right? You have to unpack it for them and then send it out to the listener. Okay, go ahead.
Introducing the fly cake button. You may be asking yourself, what is it? How does it work? How do I share it? Is it gluten-free? Well, actually, yes, it is gluten-free, but I digress. The fly cake button is the hottest thing in marketing and the key to building massive business in Search 365. Here's how it works. The fly cake is simply a USB device that you plug into any computer, PC, or Mac. And when you push it, magic. Okay, not magic, but a world of incredible savings, amazing destinations, and a $250 credit for your prospects to use on the site.
Good. You know what I would suggest as homework that would be really fun is listen to some stand-up and find a comedian that you like and listen to him over and over again and get the rhythm. Has anybody here ever tried stand-up comedy? Oh, people, you must try stand-up comedy. I've done it. It's a hoot. It's the scariest thing that I've ever done. And I've done hosting.
I'm not a comedian.
I've done hosting in front of 5,000 people, and I've been on international radio. I mean, stand-up will make you such a great presenter because you know what stand-up is? It's really committing to whatever it is your message is. It's strong stuff.
Hey,
anyway,
Kim,
yeah.
Real quick, we're at 15 minutes to the top of the hour. How long can you stay with us?
Oh, I can stay with you till the hour's finished. Like, when did we start?
We started at on the hour, so 45 minutes ago.
Okay, I can at least another 15.
Yeah, well, let's be fair to somebody else. I appreciate time.
Okay.
And
all right.
Philip, you should have done this one. This was you.
Who wants to go next?
Can I try this one?
Yes, please.
Has anyone done small biz yet? Because I was a little late to the party.
I don't.
No, nobody's done small biz yet.
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right. As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least, that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. or Ms. Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And at Super Company, we'll show you how. Through a powerful combination of one-on-one coaching and group workshops with other heroic business owners, you'll learn how to keep your business growing for years to come without having to carry all the weight on your shoulders. The results? Real, tangible growth in revenue and profits, and some honest-to-goodness work-life balance. Super Company is all about you, your business, your unique challenges. You're the superhero, after all. We're just your sidekick. Just don't ask us to wear spandex.
Very good first take. Wow, that was really fun. How did you feel?
I should have gotten into the character at the word superhero, and I didn't. I thought I should have. I don't know what everybody else thought. I think I should have punched that superhero, and then.
I think this script calls for a lot of play, and you can play. I mean, I would say this is a really fun one to be able to, I've got to turn some lights on here. This is a really fun one for you to be able to go back and forth between Mr. Announcer and just you. And I think that would be, the heroic business owners, and just, it's a really fun thing to be able to slide in and out of Mr. Announcer, just regular explainer guy.
Yeah.
So let's hear one like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on, pull the copy back up.
Okay.
As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. or Miss Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And
okay, I'm going to stop you, Shane, just for a second. That was great. Okay, let's play with this a little bit more in terms of the character. Give me more variation in terms of your superhero, but I really want you to be meek and mild Clark Kent on the rest of it. Really meek and mild Clark Kent.
Okay.
Likeable, affable, almost Jimmy Olsen-ish Clark Kent. Okay? All right. And just we'll do that to Thriving Business again, and we'll see how we'll pick it up again.
Okay. As a small business owner, you're basically a super. Let me take it from the top. Sorry.
Nope. That's good.
As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. or Miss Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And it's Super Company.
Okay, great. Shane, how did that feel?
I kind of disjointed to me. I guess I was trying to be timid and a little reserved. I don't know how well I pulled it off.
You know what? If it's a direction, I don't think it's the direction that will make this one fly really well, though. So just because, you know why? Because you have such a such a powerful voice as it is, kind of thing. So when I say like this, it comes across as something silly and comedic because I'm being, crazy. When you say it, it just comes across as like real, so try and let's do the flip side and do the whole thing kind of Jimmy Olsen-y, but have fun with it. Spread yourself very, very thin. Like, let's hear some, imagine it, see it happening, imagine the animation that goes with it, and describe that with your voice. Okay, go ahead.
As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. and Miss Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And at
Okay.
Super Company,
Okay, good. The one thing that I'm missing though is I want you to have more warmth about the whole thing. You know, this poor guy, I mean, like any of us, right? We're all small business owners. We're all solopreneurs or VOpreneurs or however you want to say it. We all think that. We do have to have the strength of, I mean, I'm doing taxes right now. You guys, I mean, God, help us all, please. Yeah. So, I mean, like, you are this guy. So have more sympathy with yourself. Have more sympathy with Ms. or Miss Fantastic. Have more fun and play in your voice, but keep it softer. Let's see how that goes.
okay. As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. and Miss Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business.
How did that feel?
I thought that was better.
Me too. Me too. It sounded really good. I liked it. Thank you, Shane. Thank you. Who else wants to pop in?
I'd like to volunteer.
All right, Damon. What would you like to do?
I am interested in doing small biz.
Okay, cool. Let's hear it. Did you want to talk about it beforehand? Or you would just want to dive in?
I understood the initial take that you described before. That's
okay.
We read it the same way.
Okay, let's hear it.
As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least, that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. and Miss Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And at Super Company, we'll show you how. Through a powerful combination of one-on-one coaching and group workshops with other heroic business owners, you'll learn how to keep your business growing for years to come without having to carry the weight all on your shoulders. The results? Real tangible growth in revenue and profits, some honest to goodness work-life balance. Super Company is all about you, your business, your unique challenges. You're the superhero after all. We're just your sidekick. Just don't ask us to wear spandex.
Very nice, Damon. Good read. Very nice. Yeah, you had the right tone, the right kind of to be able to pull off that little kind of back and forth that I was hoping for in that first one that didn't quite work with Shane's voice because he had that kind of top 40 but when Shane backed off, that worked really well with this one. Nice read. Let's try some. I like that a lot, and you did that, and yay. Would you like to play again? Want me to give you another challenge?
Certainly, I'll take it.
Okay, awesome. All right. So I'd like to hear this again. You've got a good understanding of it. Let's hear it again. With okay, let's hear it again with something with more of a kind of just like a real empathy, real like forget about the variation stuff. We'll do this is that was A, this is B. Do with real empathy and just realness. Let's hear how that goes. Just the first 5 lines or so.
To confirm, this is no getting rid of the dichotomy.
Yeah, because you got that one. That was really good. That was great. Okay, so let's see what else you got in your bag of tricks. And I'd like to go with this one. I'd like to hear just realness, just because I think that would be a really interesting take on this script as well.
Understood. Realness all the way through. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And at Super Company, we'll show you how. Through a powerful combination of one-on-one coaching and group workshops with other heroic business owners, you can learn how to keep your business growing for years to come without having to carry all the weight on your shoulders. The results? Real, tangible growth in revenue and profits, and some honest-to-goodness work-life balance. Super Company is all about you, your business, your unique challenges. You're the superhero, after all. We're just your sidekick. Just don't ask us to wear spandex.
Good. Very nice. How did that one feel?
Workable. Not as fun as the dichotomy, but yes,
Right.
It was good to get that. I'm just talking to you, superhero. So
Yeah, exactly.
let's
I
talk
like.
shop.
I love those kinds of reads. Those that. I mean, it's really fun to when the script suggests it rather to try something completely different like that. But a real fun, like real read, sympathetic. Boy, that book's a lot of good stuff. Let's try one more. This time, beef up the comedy in a different way. And when I'm saying beef up the comedy, what that means is just commit to the visuals, to the words, just like, not necessarily with volume or anything, but with just commitment and intensity. Am I making myself clear?
I believe so.
Okay, let's hear it.
I believe so. So
All right.
got the realness without the over the topness of the superhero.
Yeah, and just
Moments.
just more commitment, more intensity.
Check.
Okay.
As a small business owner, you're basically a superhero. You've got the strength of 10 employees, mind-bending time management skills, and the power to spread yourself very, very thin. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. So you try to do it all on your own. But here's the thing, Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have a life and a thriving business. And at Super Company, we'll show you how. Through a powerful combination of one-on-one coaching and group workshops with other heroic business owners, you'll learn how to keep your business growing for years to come without having to carry all the weight on your shoulders. The results? Real tangible growth in revenue and profits, and some honest-to-goodness work-life balance. Super Company is all about you, your business, your unique challenges. You're the superhero, after all. We're just your sidekick. Just don't ask us to wear spandex.
Nice. Very nice. That's great. How did that feel?
That was a good middle ground. I'm a lifelong comic book reader, so the initial read was my meat and potatoes, but this was a nice, like, not everybody reads comic books. Calm
That's
yourself
right.
down, Damon. So yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, super cool. I liked it. I liked it, and in something like that, I would. Takes, and
I'm sorry, ma'am. You just
you know,
faded out.
you
Could
know-
you repeat last, please?
Oh, sorry. It says my internet connection was unstable. Sorry. If you were auditioning for that, I would give them 3 takes. Those 3 takes. Yeah.
Right on.
All right.
We're
Out of time now.
Michael.
Thank you very much for joining us, Kim. I mean, we'd love to have you on for longer if you could spare it, but we understand if you have time constraints.
I do, unfortunately. I'll come back another time, though, if you like.
Please do. Feel free to join us any Monday. Any Monday, right
Okay.
at that same link that I send you. You're more than welcome to join us. Throw your hat in and see what we do on a regular basis.
Okay. I'm really happy to meet all of you. It was really
Thank
great.
you very much, Kim.
My
Once
pleasure.
again, Kim can be found at kimhandysidesvoiceover.com. We'll make sure to post that all around. We'll have it on our Facebook page, and we'll make sure to include it somewhere where everybody can find it.
Fantastic.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us, Kim, and we'll see you next time.
Perfect. My
Thank you, Ms.
pleasure.
Kim.
Bye.
Thank you. It was really nice meeting all of you. Take care.
See
Good
ya.
night.
Good night.